Welcome to My Long Island TV. From Manhasset to Montauk, we have traveled our communities to bring you the following events. I'm your host, Waldo Cabrera. My Long Island TV starts now.
This is an Hour of Code event that is for all ages. We say 4 through 104, and it's bringing people who have maybe never coded before, and it's giving them an opportunity to learn how to code for an hour. Just kidding. This really stemmed from one of our graduate students, Maria Nattestad. She's a graduate student who works in computational biology and bioinformatics. She's also running a program through our DNA Learning Center that's a Girls Who Code club, and I think this really came along with that as an idea of a way to bring this opportunity to local kids.
Today you'll learn to code for an hour, and then you can go home and continue creating amazing programs. You can make your own game and show your friends how to play it, and you can make an app that millions of people can play on their phones. It only starts with 1 hour, and that's what we're doing today.
Only 1 in 10 schools actually teach computer programming, and that's especially low among schools teaching younger children, such as elementary and middle schools. In many cases, coding is never taught to little kids who actually have the greatest benefit to be gleaned from learning coding at a young age. The sooner you learn, the more it gets integrated into your way of thinking, and you become a problem solver very naturally as you grow up with coding.
So let's make him walk.
The youngest kids are using a program called The Foos, which allows them to practice programming and learn the skills such as using loops and if statements without actually having to know how to read yet. The older kids move on to some of the tutorials that are made by code.org, such as Frozen, where they draw patterns in ice using Anna and Elsa to walk around, and they make patterns using code. So you could easily imagine writing down the way you would choreograph a dance for a ballerina in terms of code. You have loops around doing certain spins and so on. You do some things, you do it a certain number of times, and you do something else, and you repeat the entire sequence. That's looping, and that's programming.
My older one who is coding here is 4 years old, so I think this will eventually help him, and he'll develop a lot of interest, and he would end up coding bigger things in the future.
Having skills in technology is very important in basically any career. You can have careers where coding or programming or computers might not be useful, but it's getting more and more rare. So regardless what my kids do, I think it's important that they know how to use technology.
I think it was pretty humble beginnings. I think the first program I wrote asked things like, what's your favorite color?
One of the biggest things that's changing in the world of technology and coding is the fact that we have all these wonderful tutorials now so that little kids can learn how to code in much easier ways than I did when I was in high school, which will give them great opportunities for getting into amazing colleges and getting a head start on a field that is very, very complicated. You're almost never going to learn everything, but if you start early enough, you might just have a chance to get to the high levels by the time you even start college. And then you're truly ahead in the world.